Welcome back to Helper Dad. Today, we're going to walk through how to host Strapi on Vercel. This guide will cover deploying Strapi, a headless CMS, to Vercel, a serverless platform, and is aimed at developers with basic Strapi and Vercel knowledge. The benefits of this approach include scalability, ease of deployment, and cost-effectiveness. Before we begin, let's cover the prerequisites. You'll need a Strapi project that's been set up locally, a Vercel account, Git with either GitHub, GitLab, or Bitbucket, and Node.js with npm or yarn installed. Now let's move to step 1, preparing your Strapi project. First, configure your database. PostgreSQL is recommended, using either Heroku Postgres or Supabase. Next, configure the database connection in config/database.js, always using environment variables for sensitive information like your database credentials. Then, install SQLite 3 with npm install SQLite 3, but only in your development environment. Remove it before deploying if it's not needed. You'll need to configure the necessary public permissions by navigating to Settings, then Roles, then Public in the Strapi admin panel. Enable the Find and Find One permissions for the content types that you need to access publicly. And make sure to remove your .env file as well as move all the variables in that file to Vercel's environment variables instead. We move on to creating a Vercel project. Start by initializing a Git repository with Git init and committing your Strapi project files. Then, create a repository on GitHub, GitLab, or Bitbucket and push your local repository to the remote repository. After that, log into your Vercel account and import the Git repository that contains your Strapi project. Now it's time to configure environment variables in Vercel. First, navigate to your project on Vercel and go to Settings, then Environment Variables. Here you'll add the required variables, including database_client, database_host, database_port, database_name, database_username, and database_password. Also include app_keys, API_token_salt, and admin_JWT_secret. You can generate strong keys and salts for those using the node command provided. Finally, set the node_env variable to production. ETs deploy to Vercel. Vercel automatically deploys when you push to your Git repository, but you can also manually trigger a deployment from the Vercel dashboard. Check the deployment logs on the Vercel dashboard for any errors, and be sure to change the install command to npm install or yarn install if needed, and set the build command to npm run build or yarn build. Now that it's deployed, we need to test your deployment. To do this, access the Strapi admin panel by visiting your deployed Vercel URL, such as https://yourprojectname.vercel.app/admin. Create your admin user if this is the first deployment. Then, test your API endpoints to ensure data is being served correctly, and review the Vercel logs for any errors or warnings. Indeed, that's it. You've successfully deployed your Strapi project to Vercel. Remember to regularly update your Strapi project and redeploy to Vercel. And be sure to explore Vercel's features for custom domains, environment variables, and scaling. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Helper Dad.